Hello, I am Grace Cuddy, an instructor with Instructional Solutions, and I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into the individualized writing feedback process that we have for all of our courses, whether they are instructor-led, virtual, or online self-paced. So what we're looking at here is a sample document that shows the beginning and the foundation of this individualized writing feedback process. We always begin by trying to learn a little bit more about course participants, what documents they typically work on, their challenges, their goals. Of course, this is an example, how much time they spend. This is a form that we use for our online courses. For lead courses, we do this in the form of participant interviews, sample documents, talking to coordinators, etc. But this is always the foundation of where our feedback comes from because we really want to know more about individuals' struggles and goals and where they are and what they're working on so that we can make our comments more personalized. Now, if I move over here, we work with scenarios. So whatever the delivery, we always give participants some set scenarios, depending on the course, that allow us to give a really holistic and quite complete assessment of their writing. Now, in this scenario, there are certain considerations that are built in that we are able to scan for using this prompt. Now, this is actually tonally quite a tricky scenario, so tone is one of the elements that we're looking for. We're also looking to see that they understand their readers and how to adapt and include the correct content for this scenario to get the correct response back that they're soliciting. We're looking for their ability to structure their ideas, to group topics, to plan effectively. And all of that is in addition to the grammar and syntax, which I'll get to in a moment. Now, sometimes participants do ask us, well, why can't I just submit a real work document for this? Now, they certainly could, and that would be easier for us because we could really only assess the syntax, the linguistic elements, and then the grammar, so it would be a much shorter process. But by working with these scenarios, we really are able to get a much more complete picture of how they're able to write and address any type of document. So now I'm going to toggle over to an example feedback document. So this is actually what a participant might receive back from an instructor. So you can see that we begin with this high-level rubric, which has a list of 6 considerations or criteria that we use so that we can fairly objectively assess the different elements of the document. And these are also, considerations that the participant has going forward and can use for self-assessment. So we give really quite targeted feedback, always referencing the participant's individual document, their individual goals or challenges. In this case, this participant was a little bit concerned about correct tone, and so we wanted to address that. That tone was really great here. And then in this bottom section, this is what we use to provide the individualized grammar diagnosis. So for any patterns that we see or errors that appear, we like to provide resources, either videos or websites, different links or documents, and they're all linked here. Now, sometimes it's more of a general grammar review for just minor errors. In that case, we have some suggested resources that we provide here, but this is really an important section that's always highly personalized based on what we see in the exercise and based on what we saw in the participants' goals. Now, moving down here, you can see the feedback is quite detailed. We provide paragraphs of feedback about the type of content or details that they included. We comment on their structure. We explain all of the different grammatical corrections that we're making so that all participants understand the why behind our comments. It's not just a simple correction. There are always explanations. And it's very detailed. We really want to give them something meaningful that will help them not only with this document, but moving forward for any future documents. We are really proud of this feedback. It's one of the elements of our courses that we're most proud of. So I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek, and thank you so much.